Hey, there's your Wisconsin wine guy. I'm back with another wine review, and I guess you can call this a double feature. I mean, I'm really going to enjoy this. In fact, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit, maybe a little bit too much myself. But I thought this definitely should be something that I should share with you. Again, these are wines you can find in your everyday liquor store, grocery store, and even on some wine shop shelves. I taste the wines, give you my opinion, what I think of the wines, but it's simple. I should call it the infamous thumb rating system. Double thumbs up if that happens. It's like a high off the scale recommendation. Thumbs up, meaning I recommend it. Give it a buy, hold on to it. Three quarters, three quarters has like two categories. One, I would drink is at a party. But then it can go two, I would drink this at a party and I would buy some, bring it home and share, with my friends on occasions. Halfway, not for me, but doesn't mean it's a bad wine. There was just something about that wine that didn't work with my palate. And thumbs down is always the easy one. It's just not working at all, and I'm just not going to recommend it at all. But again, these are my opinions based on my taste and the many different wines that I've tasted over time. So, without further ado, let's introduce the wine that we're going to be talking about today. Cono Sur is the winery, Cono Sur out of Chile. Now, I recall Cono Sur wines, like a long time ago, and I've always enjoyed the wines, so it was extra special for me to get my hands on these wines, and again, I like to call this double feature. So it's kind of rare that you have the chance to purchase a wine and catch the wines in that transition. But if you ever have the opportunity to do that, please jump on it. And what I mean by transitioning in your local stores from one year to the next. And that's what we have here. A transition in vintages 2019 and 2020. How cool is that? Man, that's so awesome. Is there really a difference between the two vintages, between the 2 years? Well, we're going to find out, how the wines taste. So something else about Cono Sur wines, as I get this poured, is this wine is organic, sustainably farmed, totally committed to the environment, nature, its surroundings, and also the wines are vegan friendly. Wow, vegan friendly. I get this question a lot when I say that, vegan friendly. Well, aren't all wines, well, if it's organic, isn't it just automatically vegan friendly? Or aren't all wines vegan? I mean, it is a grape. Well, not true. I mean, it's an old process, old school process of making wine, whereas, coming from European, when they use animal byproducts, gelatin or fish bones, whatever, to clarify the wine to give it that beautiful sheen that we all enjoy when we pour some wines into our glasses. And also animal byproducts used in the farming, whether it be fertilizing the land. So all those things will declassify that wine, as a vegan type wine. So here we have both wines, both vintages, organic, certified, and vegan friendly. There you have it. So let's give it a look and a taste. So look at that wine. So we have a wine on my white cloth here. We have a wine that starts off, begins clear, and then from its clear look, it goes into a yellow greenish hue, almost like the bottle, right? You can kind of see it, but it's not the bottle reflecting, giving it that hue. This is truly a greenish yellow hue on this wine. Now, the grape on this wine, these wines are going to be Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, Sauvignon Blanc. Can you say that with me? Sauvignon Blanc, right? You can say Sauvignon Blanc. It's okay with me. I don't stand on ceremony. We're here to have fun and drink wine. So let's give it a smell. This is going to be the 2019. Ah, wow. I mean, it's such a clean smelling nose, 2019. And the 2020. Now, since we're going to be doing a double feature, let's truly compare the two. Right? This is what this is about, comparing two entirely different vintages. So 2019 definitely has that fresh, vibrant, crisp, almost like the ocean breeze here. Coming from a region that's very new to me, Valle de San Antonio, bordering the Pacific Ocean, so you get that cool breeze, that Mediterranean type air coming across the vineyard. So now for the 2020. The 2020, however, You get more of that citrus nose. It's more rounded and subdued, but not as just like boosh, fresh smelling as this one here. Not to say this is not fresh, but it just has completely different nose between the two. Man, if you can find these two wines in your store just to do the nose part, I mean, check it out. All right, now we're going to do my taste process. 2 steps. First process is going to be the rinse. Our first sip is going to be the rinse. Second is going to be the taste. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably rinse these a couple of times. I'm going to start with the 2019 and give it a rinse, all right? And then go straight into the 2020 and give it a rinse. Then go back, okay, and do it again. Just to be sure, to make sure they're going to stand alone. 2019. So what am I doing? When I speak about freshness, I also want to feel that burst of freshness, that zest for life during the wine, making my mouth water. That's a good sign. Definitely a lot more of the citrus or grapefruit taste on when you taste the wine versus coming out of the nose. Whereas you got more of the nose of the citrus grapefruit taste on the 2020. So that's 2019, passed the acidity test. Here we go. Okay, definitely again, pass the acidity test. But there is a remarkable difference between the two just on my palate, just in the acidity test. There's a little more fruit quality or fruit taste coming from here, blended with the citrus, where you definitely get that grapefruit citrus coming in, and just a little bit like a kiss of the pulp. You know, when you bite into a grapefruit, you get that kiss of ripeness, sweetness. That's what you get here. Here it's like more rounded, and the citrus is very well blended, or the grapefruit taste is very well blended. Now let's go back through for a rinse. Wow, completely different. And the finish on both of these, yes, you can say, well, you're tasting 2 Sauvignon Blancs. Trust me, I'm keeping them separate. The finish on both of these are very nice, and it's lasting. A lasting flavor. 2019. Even going from the 2020 to the 2019, again, more rounded, blended with the grapefruit. Grapefruit, citrusy, coming straight through that fresh, pronounced flavor and taste here. Wow. Again, they're both fresh, but more subdued on the citrus, very well blended, versus, you know, boom, citrus, grapefruit right there. You know, the 2019 puts me in mind not as intense as New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, but 2019 puts me in that round. That, okay, boom, citrus right there. Fresh on the nose, citrus, definitely, you know, on the taste, mouth-watering. Whereas this, you know, definitely get the citrus, but again, as I said, it's just like, you know, a little bit more subdued, more rounded, you know. It'd be hard to choose which one I like if I had to choose between the two. But now let's give you the grade, what I think of each. Where would they fall? 2019. Oh, I would tell you, alcohol, let's do that. 12.5 on the 219 and 12.5 on the 2020. Wow. It's a taste again. We get ready for that grade. It's close. Wow. You know what? I'm going to have to give both of these. Okay, they get the same grade, but both of these are going to get a double thumbs up for me. I mean, they're both, although they're different, they're so clean tasting, so fresh tasting. You know, it's just a matter of if you want more grapefruit or less grapefruit. I mean, it's amazing when you can do that. Do a double feature, same wine, same grape, 2 different vintages, you know, and get a chance to taste that difference. Wow, that is phenomenal. I wonder what 3 different vintages would taste like. Let's go back through again. Mm. Mm. So there you have it. Double thumbs up for both vintages. The Wisconsin wine guy is going to really enjoy these wines. I can't wait to try these with food, with a salad, with cheese, with meat, and see how they're going to play. So if you can find these two, 2019, 2020, Cono Sur from Chile, Sauvignon Blanc, it is going to be a party in your mouth. It's going to be a party, party, party all the way around. And I'm curious to know what you think. So there you have it. We'll see you next time. The Wisconsin Wine Guy says, as always, let your palate be the guide. Let's get your wine. Ciao.